Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. Recently, I saw on Shola Richards, he had a photo of himself on LinkedIn, and he was wearing a shirt that said, "Kindness is a decision." Now, Shola is a new person to me, but I started checking into his information, and he writes a Substack that's really cool called Strong Enough to Be Kind. I will link to that in the episode notes. But the phrase kindness is a decision kind of stayed with me. We sometimes think about kindness like it's a personality trait, like some people are naturally kind, some people aren't. Or we think kindness depends on our mood or our circumstances, or maybe how somebody else treats us. But kindness really is a decision. It's a choice that we get to make for ourselves. And we get to decide how we want to respond to the people that we encounter every day. Maybe the person moving too slowly in front of us is irritating, or the guy who cut us off in traffic. They don't get to decide how we're going to show up that day. And neither does the overwhelmed employee who's waiting on us or the family member who calls at an inconvenient time. Any or all of them may be having a really hard day, much more than we realize. We might not know everything that's happening, but we get to know ourselves. We get to decide that we want to be kind. And we can do that because that's how we want to show up. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. And it doesn't mean we have to tolerate disrespect or abandon boundaries. Kindness isn't weakness, and it doesn't require us to say yes to something we don't want to do or to allow others to take advantage of us. It simply means we can choose to move through the world without making someone else's day harder. We can be patient. We can look people in the eye or give somebody a little smile. We can assume good intentions when we're dealing with somebody else who's maybe being a little difficult. And we can pause before responding when we're frustrated or maybe in a not so good mood. Every interaction gives us a choice. So today, decide how you want the other people to feel after spending time with you, even if it's just a few minutes. I hope you'll choose kindness. It might feel like a small thing, but small little decisions like that change the tone of an entire day and the energy around you and the way that other people feel. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, Women's Voices Amplified.